So today we'll be doing an acceptance meditation. Please feel free to close your eyes. One of the key components of acceptance is understanding that no experience is a wrong experience. A negative feeling, a bad sensation in the body, pain. We consider all of these wrong experiences. When they arise, we have this inclination, this assumption that this should not happen, that this is wrong, this is unwanted. A key component of acceptance is learning to just see these experiences when they arise without the assumption that this is an experience that should not arise. A key component of acceptance is just learning to observe whatever experience that has arisen without any resistance to it whatsoever. Just observe. To observe is the same as being with, right? So to observe a feeling without any judgment or resistance is to simply be with the feeling, to simply feel the feeling without any agenda, any motive. Right now in your experience, you probably feel fairly neutral, so this isn't so difficult. This is where we have to begin our practice, because only when you are able to grow in the understanding of acceptance when conditions are agreeable, pleasant, only then can you grow in the understanding of acceptance, the experience of acceptance, when conditions turn the other way, which they inevitably do because that's the nature of experience. It flows in its ups and downs. You cannot keep living constantly chasing and clinging to the ups and running away from and resisting the downs. It is in the nature of experience to be pleasant and painful, this and that. A key component of acceptance is awakening to this fact and embracing this fact. Letting go of clinging to the ups, clinging to the pleasure, letting go of running away from or avoiding pain, letting go of resisting the downs. Instead, you see experience as it is in this moment, with no need to project a future about it, no need to reminisce a past that may have caused it. You simply see experience as it is, from the situation, circumstance level, to the bodily level, to the mental level. All of it is experience which is in your awareness. You, awareness, are aware of whatever experience is currently appearing. Watch it, feel it, experience it, without any reservation whatsoever, without any agenda whatsoever, without any resistance or clinging whatsoever, without any judgment. Every experience is equally life. Pain and sadness are equally life as pleasure and happiness. No experience is a wrong experience. You, awareness, are totally open. You are totally awake and aware of whatever is arising right now, with absolutely no judgment. Even the mind which is resisting the current contents of this moment, even that mind is known to you. Even that mind you are fully awake to, aware of. And you, awareness, are not resisting even the resisting mind. You are not the pleasure. You are not the pain. You are not the feeling of anger. You are not the feeling of happiness. You are not even the mind which clings or resists. You are only the witnessing, the awareness. The awareness which itself is not an object that is appearing. It is simply the invisible, formless ground of existence, ground of being, in which all experience appears to exist. For awareness, for you, awareness, there is no incorrect experience. There's nothing to run away from. There's nothing to hide away from. There's nothing to resist. There's nothing to cling to. You are like empty space in which anything may appear. It doesn't harm you, awareness, at all. Even the suffering in your experience, there's awareness of. You, the awareness of suffering, are not suffering. You, the awareness of frustration, are not frustrated. You simply are. I am. In me, all sights, sounds, tastes, feelings, smells, thoughts, sensations, all of these things dance, appear and disappear in me, in my seeing. Negative, unpleasant, unwanted, undesirable, these are all just ideas of the mind. For me, awareness, there's no such thing that is undesirable, no such thing that is unwanted. I am the pure allowance, I am the pure acceptance of anything that crystallizes into existence momentarily. Whatever appears does not affect my being. I simply am. Now and always. Don't sit here as a person. Be here as awareness, in which the person that is sitting and listening is also observed. As you go through life, always remain open. Never close yourself off to anything. If you remain open, life will flow and you will not suffer. Only when you close yourself off into a particular point of view, a narrative, a thought, do you get caught up and entangled in resistance and clinging, which is the root of suffering. If you let everything flow, accepting what comes, accepting what goes. If you live not as a person, but as the space of awareness that you are, simply being, then you will not suffer. Whatever is arising in your experience, allow it. Be with it. Face it. If you want to discover your true being, you have to live as your true being. You have to be as you truly are. If you continue to assume yourself to be a person that is suffering, then that will continue to appear to be your reality. the mechanism, the tool that you have at your disposal to practice being as you are is observing without agenda, observing without description, observing without judgment, observing without trying to manipulate what is being observed. Observe. Watch. Be aware. It is the greatest form of love. It heals and harmonizes everything that you turn your gaze to. But more importantly, it wakes you up to your true identity, beyond the person that suffers. Stop just foolishly craving and resisting, clinging and resisting, fighting, running away from. On the spiritual path, this is laziness. Identifying with the mind is laziness. It is a lack of alertness. You have to gain yourself back. You have to gain your freedom back by realizing your freedom as it is. You are the awareness which is already free, which is not bound. Realize this through observation without judgment. Being aware without agenda. Awareness without motive. You don't have to create this. The awareness at the heart of your experience here and now is already in this way. It doesn't know how to be any other way. It is always as it is. You are always as you are. Beyond this entanglement, beyond this suffering. Step out of your mental narratives and stories about life and learn to face life by being with life, by being as life. Observing, watching, being. Endlessly thinking about life is an avoidance of life. It's an avoidance of things as they really are. Face reality through observation without judgment. Total openness, awareness, awakeness, aliveness. Never resisting any experience. Being open to the entire flow of experience, however it is arising from the level of circumstance to body to mind. You are the pure allowance of it all.